Hello everyone, Spaced Oyster here, and welcome back to Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. I decided to keep doing the XD because I forgot I wasn't going to. Anyway, in the last part, we came here to Gateon Port to run an errand, and a nice guy offered to take Jovi away from us, but unfortunately he changed his mind after losing a Pokemon battle. Anyway, oh yeah, and then I picked out an evolution for Eevee, which is Umbreon. He's got to gain a level before he'll evolve. Or she. I don't remember. Is my Eevee a girl? I'm pretty sure it's a boy. It's a boy. Okay, yeah. He just needs to gain one more level, and he should evolve. When I tried Espeon last time, Espeon pretty much evolved Eevee evolved into Espeon right away after picking the Sun Shard. Anyway, let's talk to this guy. The sea is wide and it's fathoms deep, so full of Pokemon, it'll make you weep. Huh? What's up, kid? Were you captivated by my singing? I'll have you know, I placed second at the Krabby Club's music contest. I'm gonna say yes to inflate my own ego. Uh-huh, I bet you did. I bet you did indeed. You know how to bring a smile to my face. That was a weird laugh. I wonder what happens if I say no. Let's see. No! Oh, you weren't? Then let me guess. You came for a Pokemon battle, right? If you can beat me, you'll get something good. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Whismur and Meryl. So, Meryl's gonna be a pure water type in this game. This is before they introduced the fairy type. So, Meryl's just water. Alright. I don't like either of these, so let's just, yeah. Oh, yay, we finally got Lick. That might come in handy soon. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. And I guess this would be kinda spoilery, but a lot of the Shadow Pokemon they selected for this game, they actually ended up being critters that were tougher to get in Emerald, which had released a short while before. So this game basically made it easier to catch them all, back when that was a semi-reasonable goal. I forgot to look up if shadow moves are definitively working off the attack stat or special attack stat. I'm definitely gonna have to look that up. I should pop an annotation on the screen, just to be sure. You showed me who's the best. Oh, and his name was Bost. I love the weird names in this region. Well, who would have thought it? Me, lose to a kid like you. Now, if this were singing, I'd have you beat. But I promised, I'll give you this, kid. TM45, I believe that is a tract. Oh. Yeah, he just sings something different now. I didn't feel like reading it, so I didn't, but let's double check that. Yeah, TM45, a tract. I don't really like to use a tract. It infatuates a Pokemon of the opposite gender to the one that uses it, and they have a 50% chance to do nothing. It never works reliably for me, but it always works reliably against me, because that's how my luck in these games goes, or it seems to, anyway. Anyway, that looks very inconvenient. Phew, that settles that. All fixed. You want to talk to me? Yeah, the parts shop is ours. Huh? You need a machine part? Where's Grandpa? He's gone off to Dr. Kaminko's. Ugh, when my grandpa gets excited over some mechanical thing, he's off like a shot. Never mind the shop or his grandson, me. I'll find that machine part you need. Can I get you to come to our shop? Man, Grandpa should be so lucky to have a caring grandson like me looking after him. Yeah, you know what? That's how I feel about my job. I'm glad the bridges have been fixed. If they're stuck, no ship can get in or out of the harbor. The bridges move when you step on the button in the middle section. Yeah, it also looks like there are houses out there. If the bridges are broken, those people have to swim to shore just to take care of shopping or whatever. It'd be nice to have a house in a location like that, but it'd be, like, inconvenient. Sorry we were out. A machine part, you said, right? Ooh, that is a very neat vault. Here it is, here it is. This is it. Here you go. Woo! Machine part. It's a rare item, that machine part. It took a while to get the order in. How's your doctor, Professor Crane, doing? Or, not doctor, director. Michael explained what had been happening to Per. Don't worry, I don't actually have to do that. Huh? The HQ Lab's director was abducted by some goons with shadow Pokemon? I've been through something like that before, but who would have thought it'd happen again? I hope the lab director's found. I'll be rooting for you, so don't give up. Yeah, I haven't played the last game in a while, so I don't really know if this is true, or I can't confirm it personally, but I do believe they actually set up the return of Cypher in this game in the last one. Alright, let's see. Let's step on this one first. I think they hinted at someone being behind the strings of the bad guys in the last game, the head of the bad guys in the last game, as like just their head in this specific region. There's an island far from the coast of Gateon Port. It's surrounded by vicious ocean currents, however, so no one can go near. Of course, everyone around these parts knows better than to go near that island in the first place. Ooh, I bet it's cursed. But yeah, I do believe they may have set up the Cypher's return in this game. Oh no, I stepped on the wrong one! At least the old timer can get out. Okay. Yeah, I do hate that there's a cutscene that plays for this bridge every single time, but at least it's faster than the Pokemon battles. Alright. Although, speaking of Pokemon battles, unless my memory is lying to me, I believe we have one all the way out here. Aye, welcome, youngster. No words need be spoken. No questions need be asked. We shall battle. Yes? Yes. Aye, good answer. A battle with a feisty lad is one to be savored. Let's go. Casual guy Kyle? I believe that's Kyle, but it's spelled weird. Talo and Leddybar. The Talo might be dangerous, but Leddybar's a joke. Oh. Oh, a shadow Pokemon, and it is Leddybar. I have changed my mind about when to cover these things. I think I'll do it in the battle, because I won't always be able to talk about them right after capture or whatever. So, Leddybar, Leddybar is kind of pathetic. Its stats, even as its stats even in its final stage are really poor. Its level up move set is abysmal. It just doesn't really do a whole lot that's useful overall. It is nice that they give you one this early on though, so that way it can actually do something. Anyway, if you want to use Leddybar, it'll evolve into Ledyen at about level 18. I believe that's the right level, 18, into Ledyen. And Ledyen, while not exactly the bulkiest Pokemon, does have some good special defense. So it can at least take a hit on the special side from like water attacks or something. But it's not very reliable in that regard. If you do want to use it, it does get access to Reflect and Light Screen, so it can provide some minor party support if you want. Yeah, and if you want me to use Leddybar, well, first I actually have to catch it, but leave a comment below if you want me to use Leddybar in the long term. And for now, I think I'll just keep it on the team as filler. Or I guess I could go over the Pokemon stats immediately after the battle I catch them. Leddybar shouldn't be too tough to catch. It is pretty fast, though. Pretty fast is good. Oh, yeah, I forgot to go over its abilities. Well, I don't know if I did. I probably did. I don't know. Anyway, both of Ledyba's abilities are useless. Early Bird is useless because you can just call Pokemon to wake them up, so you don't really need an ability like that. And Swarm is useless because Ledyba doesn't really learn any Bug-type moves, and even if it did, its poor attack stat would make it impossible for it to actually make good use of those Bug-type moves, even if it did have a Swarm-boosted same-type attack bonus. Alright, let's repeat that last turn one more time. One more Sand Attack, and one more Lick. Also, Eevee must have a really strong tail to be able to stand on it while moving it around rapidly enough to kick around sand. Or kick up sand. Oh yeah, see, that was pathetic. You are weak, Ledyba. You are weak. Alright, I think I'll have Eevee keep up the sand attacks. And we're gonna throw a ball on Teddy Ursa's turn. It's a little sad that we didn't get the Paralyze, but Ledyba does have a... Ledyba's a pretty easy capture, so this should turn out okay. But if not, Eevee's using another sand attack, so we don't have to worry about KOing it. And I think even if we did, we could just battle this guy again. Woo, player defeated casual guy Kyle. Oh, would you lose? No, sir. Ledyba joined the party, woo! Too bad. I guess I lost that one. That machine you have on your arm, it's quite the getup. The way the lights pulse and all, it's mighty impressive, whatever it is. I thought for a second there that you'd taken my Pokemon. No one say anything. Although, in all actuality, I do feel bad for taking that guy's Pokemon from him. But, like, it's pretty dangerous to leave it with him. It's a Shadow Pokemon. In the last game, Cypher actually used these things to attack people. They're willing to do that. I've lived in Gateon Port for many, many years, but I've never seen a cruiser that grand or luxurious. That cruiser looks capable of sailing anywhere in the world. I would surely love to sail on it. Oh right, I bet that Ledyba needs healing. Oh yeah, we got it down to exactly 1 HP. That is amazing. Okay. I mean, I totally intended for that to happen. Yes, I did. Alright. Heal it up just in case I need it to battle later on, or while we're still exploring the port. Woo! 3 more Pokeballs! Woo! And I just love how I'm carting Jovi around in my tedious explorations. Yay, potion! You can never go wrong with potion. Oh, and I just remembered something that makes this Let's Play semi-topical. Let's Go Pika-V came out recently. I've been playing the Pikachu one, and I've been enjoying it. It's a little weird, though, but I like it. Phew. Oh, now you're a rare child. Most people would take the elevator. Youngster, are you doing this for exercise? No, I am doing this because they always hide secrets in the middle of a building that you can just ride an elevator up. That is a well-known fact of game development. It's in the Geneva Convention. True story. Like this one right here. Ah! Awakening! Hey, that's free money. I can sell that. One big improvement over the last game, actually, is AI with people following you around. In the last game, you had another character following you around constantly, and she was horrible. When I look down from the top of the lighthouse, I get frightened as if I'm being sucked down. But that sensation of falling, it grows on you. You sound like a thrill seeker, dude. You sound like a thrill seeker. Anyway, the lady that was following you around for essentially the whole game in Pokemon Coliseum, she was horrible because she'd often get in your way, especially if you needed to just turn around. You couldn't actually do that. You see the island in the distance out at sea? It's always obscured by clouds. If only those clouds weren't there, we would get gorgeous sunsets at dusk. Ooh. You there? Oh, I cannot do muscly women voices. You there! You look like a trainer to me! Somebody gave me a wickedly tough Pokemon. I'll test it out on you! Zubat and Poochyena. Oh, Poochyena is just always so adorable. Ooh, another Shadow Pokemon. And it's the adorable Poochyena. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to actually cover it immediately after the battle when it's caught. So that way, you know for sure that I actually have it, instead of just me going over all that detail and then having everything turn out horribly wrong. Shadow Blitz! It's not very effective. Mwahahaha. Alright, let's go ahead and start. Actually, let's get in one more tackle, because Teddiursa's Lick isn't going to do that much damage. Poochyena is a Dark type, and Dark type Pokemon resist Ghost type attacks, and Lick is a Ghost type move. It's very adorable, though. Oh, reverse mode. Now I get to talk about that. So, last game they used a different mode for the Pokemon. I forget what they called it in Coliseum, but in this one they changed it to reverse mode. So a Pokemon in reverse mode, there's nothing special about them. They just take damage at the end of every turn, and if you call them, it reduces their shadow gauge by a little bit. In the last game, whatever the reverse mode equivalent was, it actually gave the Pokemon a boosted critical hit rate, but at the cost of them occasionally disobeying your orders. So, reverse mode is a bit of a downgrade, but at the very least, it has a very specific niche purpose that it fills. Alright, let's lick it again, and hopefully we get the Paralyze. Yeah, but Lick, this move really made me appreciate a move like Lick. Woo! We got the Paralyze! And I think I should, yeah, let's just lick it one more time, and then I'll throw the ball the next turn. And I just love the way Poochyena, overreacts to getting hit. Alright, if we miss, it's going to need to be weakened a bit more, so I think I'm going to stick with the Lick on Teddiursa. Although, that does remind me that in Pokemon Coliseum, there was a glitch that they actually took out of this game. A very good glitch, a very good and useful glitch. If you threw a Pokeball with your... Woo! We got it! If you threw a Pokeball with your first Pokemon, and then with your second one, you rearranged the order of the Pokeballs, it wouldn't use up the Pokeball you used. Oh, this Pokemon was too weak. That is no longer the case in Gale of Darkness. Even if I was playing Pokemon Coliseum, though, I definitely would not be using it. What was all that about? I joined that organization because they said they'd give me a strong Pokemon, something that's not like the usual ones. Well, what was so tough about that? I was conned. Yeah, you really were, lady, because these Pokemon cannot level up at all. Anyway, Poochyena! Poochyena is a very useful Pokemon to get early on. while it's going to be weak overall, or basically just fall off towards the end game, its usability and usefulness here in the early game is definitely very high. It gets access to a couple of good moves for dealing a high amount of damage, and it evolves pretty quickly into Mightyena. Now, as a Mightyena, it'll change its useless ability of Run Away into the much more useful Intimidate, which, since every battle in this region is a double battle, it will cut the attack of both the opposing Pokemon when it switches in, or comes out, whatever happens first. But yeah, Mightyena does have lower overall stats, so its usability will fall off as we make progress, but if you would like me to keep Mightyena in the party for the long term, let me know, and don't forget to leave a suggestion for a nickname if you like. Anyway, I just noticed that Teddiursa picked something up. It's going to be very tough for me to remember to actually check on that. Anyway, since I currently don't have any attachment to these current Pokemon, I'm just going to leave Eevee and Teddiursa out in the front, and then once Teddiursa's heart gauge depletes, I'm going to swap Teddiursa out for one of the other Shadow Pokemon, and then just repeat that process. The biggest downside to Shadow Pokemon is that they don't gain experience points the traditional way. They do stockpile it, so while I'm battling with the Teddiursa, it's stockpiling every experience point it has gained so far. And then once it's purified, it'll get them all at once. However, that makes it tough to keep track of how many levels it's actually gained up to this point, so it would be tough for me to keep my team around the same level, since I don't know what level Teddiursa is supposed to be. Not without doing a lot of extra work that I have not been putting in. Anyway, let's stop by the Pokemon Center, because Poochyena and Ledyba are pretty weak. Alright, restore our Pokemon to full health. And even though I don't have my full team, probably won't be getting my full team for a little while, I'm still going to keep a full party of 6 Pokemon around, just basically to keep the roster filled out just in case, and it doesn't hurt to show off more Pokemon that way. Alright, so we can head straight back to the Pokemon Lab, but if we stop by Kaminko's house first, we can actually run into the old guy who's supposed to run the part shop, but has probably been here all day. So let's actually do that. Wait! Who goes there? You must be another burglar. Chobin will put you straight. Don't you move. Chobin is the name, and Chobin is the #1 assistant to Dr. Kaminko. Chobin is still the only assistant, so Chobin has to be the #1 assistant. I'm pretty sure he just tells that to everybody. It's a pretty neat introduction, I suppose. Sunkern and Magikarp. Woo! He rounded out his team of extremely weak Pokemon by adding an extremely weak Pokemon! But, I mean, at least Magikarp as a water type covers Sunkern's weakness to fire type Pokemon. Yeah, let's take out the Sunkern first. Wait, why did I use Bite? Tackle would have been better. Whatever, it's dead anyway. Well, not dead, but you know what I mean. And if we're lucky, Teddiursa will go into reverse mode, while Eevee begins to pick off the Magikarp. Woo! I actually am lucky, yay! Oh, and there are other downsides to reverse mode. While in reverse mode, you cannot use items on the Pokemon that is being all reversed. Reverse mode is very not good. It's very tedious. I forgot to call it, didn't I? I did. I should have remembered to do that. Whatever. Chobin lost! Chobin lost!
Oh, silly Chobin. What are you looking at?
Huh? Oh, you're that boy from before. Chobin wishes you spoke up right away.
Today, Jovi is very busy. Jovi has a very important job with Jovi's assistant, Big Brother.
Oh, is that so? But you being here in person now, do have a look at Dr. Kaminko's inventions. You may say anything, but Dr. Kaminko's inventions are #1 in the whole wide world. Chobin is full of admiration. Alright. Hello there, Michael, was it? You've come calling with your sister again?
Wrong! Today we went to Gateon Port on a very important job. Big Brother is Jovi's assistant.
And Michael explained what had been happening to Makan. What was that? The HQ lab's director was abducted? That's terrible. Their modus operandi. It feels similar to that incident 5 years ago. It may be Cypher. But one can't conclusively say that. Before we get to thinking, your machine part needs to go. Quickly, deliver that machine part to the Pokemon HQ lab. I do believe we could have stopped here before going to Gateon Port and talked to him, but that doesn't actually, Well, you may say anything, but Dr. Kaminko's inventions are #1 in the whole wide world.
Oh, I don't know. What Jovi likes best is Chobin's googly glasses.
These are strictly off limits. Chobin cannot function without them. Extremely, absolutely not.
Aw, that's so boring.
Oh, that reminds me of the googly glasses in Persona. Anyway, yeah, coming here before going to Gateon Port just has that guy telling you to go to Gateon Port because his grandson should be running the shop. Anyway, back to the Pokemon HQ lab. And I'll go ahead and call that an episode here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.